patterns or
Commentary can open up.
Aware of.
Good morning and welcome to the 2026 South African Archery National Championships. We are live at Marks Park.
Good morning, Jesse. It's great to be here with you today. 76 championships of this prestigious tournament. Great day, sunshine, no rain thus far for the tournament with reasonably good weather.
It's been lovely weather. Thank you very much, Patrick.
So we're looking forward to start the day off with our Olympic recurve matches. Going to be a good match. Representing the Eastern Cape is Ethan de Jager, and representing the Western Cape will be Hugo Rousseau.
Yes, it's interesting to see this matchup. Rankings changed from the 720 round at the beginning. Hugo had 612 and Ethan 601, but seeing their last elimination, Ethan's ranking has crept above Hugo's.
Yeah, I think Ethan had some really good matches in there. Interesting for the viewers to note also that Hugo is actually a Barebow convert. He represented South Africa in Barebow at the African Championships, so yeah, multi-skilled archer. Maybe we'll see him next year with a compound bow.
That would be a transition.
And on the line now we have Hugo Rousseau from the Western Cape.
Target 1, Hugo Rousseau.
There's Hugo Rousseau.
And target number 2, Ethan de Jager.
And Ethan from the Eastern Cape, also represented South Africa at the junior level.
So am I correct in saying Ethan has taken a step up into the men's division, even though he still would qualify to shoot in the under 21 age group?
I believe so. I'm not 100% sure, but I think Ethan is around that age bracket. So, but he's definitely taken a step up into the men's division. For him, it's new shooting here in the men's division, but he's he's definitely good enough, seeing that he's standing on the line. So let's see who starts the match off first. A longish hold there by Hugo. He shot a 4. Not a great start for him today. Ethan up next. That's a great 9. Good shot.
Looks like Ethan's not even feeling the pressure.
Yeah, he's doing well at the moment, and it's a good start. You know, as viewers might know, this is a set system. So obviously Hugo can reset. He shot a 7. Another 9.
That's incredible grouping.
Yeah, good grouping. He's putting a lot of pressure on Hugo now. I think this first set, bar a big mistake from Ethan, will go to Ethan. Good shot from Hugo. He's in the yellow now. Yeah, good shot from
That's an incredible
Ethan
group.
there. So yeah, first set points goes to Ethan, 2-0.
Know exactly how the scoring works for recurve. It is set system. Each archer will shoot 3 arrows.
That's a great group to open the start to the day. Hey?
Yes, a very good group. Slightly to the left. Maybe just, we're sitting closer to the tree line here on the right-hand side. So if you look down the field there where they were practicing, it's more open. So maybe he needs to adjust a little bit on their sights. And I also see the wind is blowing predominantly right to left. For those who don't know, these archers are shooting at the distance of 70 meters with the Olympic recurve bows. That 10 ring you would see there in the front, not the yellow, the 10 inside, is 12 centimeters in diameter, so it's a rather small target to hit. And remember, these guys shooting with their fingers only. They've got no mechanical releases. They also have no magnification on their sighting system. And there's no stop on the bow. So you use the clicker in front to determine your draw length and your poundage to be consistent with this bow. It's a very difficult bow to shoot and needs a lot of practice.
Yeah, the amount of tension you put into your shot can quite easily dictate whether you go high or low.
100%.
And with the extra pressure of a finals match or an elimination, it's quite common to see archers putting arrows high or arrows low.
Yes, and especially the thing that gets to a lot of archers is when they still slightly tense, their anchor shifts because their facial position is not similar to when they are relaxed, and also, you know, they sort of draw quicker into their shot, and then not getting the perfect anchor that can change, you know, like half a mil anchor difference at the back can make 5 scoring rings difference in the front. So how the system works is the first archer to reach 6 points will win the match.
So each set of 3 arrows, the score, the cumulative score of arrows resets to 0, and so even if you have a horrendous end, you can come back from that.
100%. A little bit long on that shot, but putting it in the 10, you know, that's putting the pressure on.
That's a great way to start.
And an 8. By Ethan, so advantage Jichu.
They've also only got 20 seconds per arrow, so as the buzzer goes, it
8.
changes onto the other archer's shot.
Yeah, that's something that people at home, now they all square. Good shooting by both these gentlemen.
So they can put a bit of pressure on their opponent by shooting quickly and getting a good arrow in, and leaves less time for the other to reset.
An 8, so it's 26 points for this set by Jichu. And a 7, so Jichu takes this one and the match is all square.
It was good pressure shooting by Hugo.
Yeah, he did really well. He came back, you know, his opening arrow wasn't confidence building, but as you said, you see, you can reset this whole match. You know, every set is a new challenge for you. So yeah, Jichu coming back and squaring it up. That's what we need.
So when we look at the average arrow score through this match so far, the winning ends have been 26 and 26. That's an average of just under 9 per arrow. In a compound circle with a 9 average, at the top levels, you'd still be in serious trouble. But in recurve, with the extra distance of 20 meters and the different bows, a 9 average is absolutely excellent.
Yes, it is. You know, if you look at what these gentlemen shot in the eliminations before coming to the finals field, they were averaging around a 9 arrow average, which, you know, now you can understand they're slightly more pressed for time, because during the elimination matches you get your full 60 seconds or whatever the case might be to shoot your arrows. Now you just get your 20 seconds per arrow.
Okay, starting again. So once again, here to start us off.
Yeah, very good shot.
Another 9. And looking at the holes in the target, very, very close to where he grouped in the last.
Predominantly slightly left. That's went to the ocean with a blue there, so Jichu has got a distinct advantage now. released that one right at 6 seconds with a 9. So he's 18 points already. Strong shooting. I think overcompensated with an 8 there.
Ethan trying to shoot quickly to put pressure on Hugo.
Now the wind is picking up. He went low with a 7 there.
It's still out of reach for Ethan.
Yeah, no, he cannot make it anymore. So Hugo will go up 4-2 in this match.
Well, good shooting again from both archers.
Hugo has got a very smooth release. If you look at his release, you can see he's a convert from the Recurve, from the Barebow side of things. Not exactly shooting like a Recurve archer yet, but very smooth release, and he aims well. So yeah, he's definitely got a lot of talent, and you can see them putting the arrows right down there in the yellow.
Flipped. At the moment, the two archers are tied 2 sets each.
So with the barebow, I haven't done any barebow shooting, but it's more instinctive. You aim with your arrow.
They do aim. They usually have a 3 fingers under hold. Usually in World Archery Barebow, they'll hold under the knocking point with 3 fingers, and then draw where they'll use either their eye or maybe their the tip of the arrow to aim with, but they'll anchor under the eye more, not like with the Olympic recurve where you would anchor under your chin. So it's very, very different. So, making the change over from barebow to recurve is quite a big thing. It's not an easy transition. And then the other thing that one should take into consideration is now you add a lot of weight to the bow in terms of the poundage that you shoot. You might add, because you're shooting an additional 20 meters, plus you add all the stabilizers on the bow, which isn't there on a barebow, and the sighting system. So it's infinitely more complex than shooting the barebow. Not easier at all. The barebow is a very difficult bow to shoot, and the barebow is a very, very instinctive thing, and you have to be super consistent to make it work. Ethan is up. 8, just to the right. 8, all square.
All square. You can see the difference in Ethan's very, very quick shooting style compared to Hugo.
Yeah, now that's a very good arrow in the X ring there. I see Hugo, when he aims, if you look at the screen there, he comes up from the bottom into his aiming position. He shoots a good 9 there. And you can see Ethan is coming from the top down. Yeah, it's a very, very good shot there. So Hugo needs a 10 to square this. And he shoots a 7, so our match is all square.
Set points even, so if there's a defined winner of this set, then that'll be the game over.
That's indeed so.
Going into the next set.
Ethan getting a 27-point set there.
That's a 9-arrow average.
Which is at 70 meters with a recurve bow is excellent.
That's excellent. That will convert to 648 scoring if you can keep that up. If you look at the Olympic level archery, usually these guys would shoot somewhere in the region of 9.3 to 9.6 even and upwards. So there's no, people think that the compound bow is more accurate, which is slightly easier to shoot, but recurve bows are super accurate. Your individual at the back has got a lot to do with the anchoring and extending and so on and so forth, but your top level archers can put it in the yellow all day long. Now we're all square, which isn't all that bad. releases the arrow right at 6 seconds, puts it in the 9. Now there's a solid gust of wind that came up. Yeah. Also a 9, very good shooting.
Ethan responding that.
Eight.
8 is still not a bad arrow. Also an 8.
Can see a slight grimace on Ethan's face there as he released it.
Oh, there's so much hanging on these 2 arrows, eh? Can determine absolutely the outcome of this match. Look at Ihu shaking under the tension of that bow. Puts it in.
7-8 line.
8.
Let's ask our spotter Henk for hoeveel. Henk, is that an 8 or a 7? 8. And an 8.
And an 8. So scores tied will go to a 1 arrow shoot.
1 arrow shoot off. So we start the day with drama.
8-9 liner, but it's too far away to see, so we'll have to wait for the judge. So it would be nice to see a 1 arrow shoot off between these 2 archers. They are both shooting really
Yeah, Henk
well.
confirmed for us it's an 8, so we believe we've got a good spotting scope, and it surely does seem on the line. So yeah, we are in for a 1 arrow shoot off. Yeah, first match of the day.
Made for television.
Yeah, 100%. That's what the script is for. Let's sell it to Hollywood. And anybody, you know, now they're going to shoot, and the guy that shoots it closest to the center, he wins the match. It's as easy as that. Yeah, and it's a difficult shot, that one. It's like flipping a coin.
Now this is pressure.
That's a lot of pressure for these guys. So there the judge got just confirmed it's all square, 5 point each. Must say, quite impressed with both gentlemen, composing themselves well. I believe it's the first time both of them has been on the senior recurve gold medal match here at the national championship. So it's nice to see them shoot here. It's nice to see the faces. And I think they gave us a very good match.
They have given us a great match, and they've had to fight their way to get here. I know Ethan had to beat Werner Potgieter in the semi-final, which was a close match as well.
Yeah, they all had a good fight to get here. Ethan shot well, especially in that match. I think he shot a lot of 26s, 27s, and 28s even. Yeah, so let's see who to shoot first. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4. That's a good arrow still. It's a good arrow.
Very, very straight, that one.
There's room for improvement, but it's not a bad shot. Oh my word. I don't know who's closer.
It looks like
Spotter reckons that Ethan might be closer, but both of them are very close to each other. So let's see what happens.
both in the 8.
I see celebrations here at the back, but we'll wait for the confirmation of the judge in front to see who is the winner of this 1 arrow shoot off.
Will they have to get out the vernier caliper?
And it is the archer on target number 2.
So Ethan did take it.
Congratulations to
Great job
Ethan
from him. A good match from both these gentlemen. Congratulations to both of them.
And it's
I think
interesting
they
to
did a
note that Ethan won
good
the
job,
under
and
18 recurve 2
they
years
did their
ago,
provinces
the
proud.
under 21 recurve last year, and now the senior recurve men. So he's
Yeah, so Ethan,
3 times national.
as the announcer just said, last year's under 21 champion, this year's men's champion. So he's surely on the up.
He is shooting recurve on 70 meters for a very short time with his silver medal.
It was a very impressive performance by both of them, and obviously going down to the 1 arrow shoot off at the end tells a story that they've both been working really, really hard for that.
Yeah, you know, kudos to Hugo as well, switching over from Barebow to this and shooting at this level. Well done to him as well. And then congratulations to Ethan. You know, he did represent South Africa at under 21 level. Now he's the senior men's champion. It's not a title that everybody gets to boast about. You know, it's difficult to win this. You've seen many, many good archers never get the opportunity to win.
Next up, we've got recurve women. get the names pronounced for me. Katerina and Ariane.
That's correct. So Karine Whitehead and Ariane, they are against each other. So yeah, now the ladies are up. I hope they give us a very similar showdown.
To be changed, and then we will call on the next match. That will be the Recurve women.
So now the field crew is just resetting, putting up new targets. Want to take this opportunity to thank all the volunteers that's worked here this week. A lot of work to put this competition together. We had 2 rugby fields full of archers for this whole tournament. It's been really impressive to see all the enthusiasm, the new faces on the line. And I want to congratulate the management of SANA, the president Barbara Manning, Gerda, and Frans van Kradenberg, and all the volunteers and judges that worked tirelessly behind the scenes to put this together. It's been a really world-class event, and we thank them for that.
It's in tradition now that it's world-class. I think it's one of the reasons that a lot of us international competitors keep coming back, is because South Africa puts on such a good show. It is the South African Nationals, but it's also been an invitational for regional teams.
So it's also the regional championships, and yeah, as Jesse said, coming from Zimbabwe, we have this week we had here Zimbabwe, we had archers from Kenya, we had archers from Namibia, we had a lot of archers from as I said, Zimbabwe, Kenya, Namibia, and I'm forgetting someone. We even had people from Italy over here. I hope I don't forget someone, but we had a lot of support from the countries around South Africa. And shout out to Mauritius that always supports us. They haven't been here this year, but we hope you come back, and we hope to see you at next year's Nationals. Mauritius also always brings a good team to compete here at the National Championships. And Kenya, Zimbabwe, and Namibia is regular supporters of this championships, and they all brought rather big contingents of archers to compete in various categories. All right, so we're going to be back in about 4 minutes. We're going to have a slight break, set up everything technically, and then we'll be back. Enjoy it. And target number 2 is, target number 1, Ariane Moret, Western Cape. Target number 2 is Karine Whitehead from Gauteng. Looking forward to a good match. It's been, Jesse, interesting this week that not all the top-ranked archers are in the final matches. It was a bit of a dogfight to get through the eliminations.
No, that's correct. It's interesting to see that Ariane came from a 5th rank in the original ranking round, and now she's in the final. Yeah,
just goes to show, the ranking rounds, just to start it off. Obviously, it does relate to your shooting, but it's nice to see that an archer can fight their way up.
Yes, it is. It's nice that there's that system.
Karine, left-hand archer. Puts in a good 9.
Following a 7 from Ariane, so it's good pressure on her for the next arrow.
Oh, what a shot.
What an excellent shot.
Yeah,
You see the wonderful
10.
form that she's got there.
Yeah, it was
Perfectly
a
straight
really
arm.
good. Really good. I agree. That opens the door. 4.
You can see the sunlight on their faces. That can't be the best conditions to be shooting in.
Let's give a shout out to Ariane there, putting it beyond Karin. Hopefully Karin can use this as a practice arrow. She shot a good shot. Yeah, so just, you know, lots of technicalities in recurve archery, not only how far you draw the bow back, but also the way you push and pull and how you release the string. Sometimes that string, if you don't have a crisp release, can get sort of stuck on your fingers, and it reduces arrow speed, and it also flexes the arrow in different directions, and you get a really bad outcome. So it's a bit of an art to have a good release.
Yeah, well, they don't have any of the assistance that us compound archers have got. So it's all a learned and practiced process.
Indeed, you know, and by that I'm not saying that compound archery is easy, but I'm also a compound archer because they shoot at a really small target and they shoot it in the middle a lot. It's like throwing a ball into a big hoop and a small hoop. Everybody throws at the small hoop. So winning in compound archery is by no means easy. And this year will be, well, next year, LA 28, which is in 2 years' time, will be the first time that we see compound archery represented at the Olympic Games. It's always been exclusively the domain of recurve archery. So you see a lot of work being put into compound archery for the archers that believe they've got an opportunity to make it to the Olympics. It's going to be exceedingly difficult because there's very, very few spots available for compound archers to go worldwide. So those that will go should be the best of the best.
And it's limited to the mixed team event, which we'll be able to watch one match of mixed team compound this afternoon.
Yes. So, you know, and it's also not a fact that it will be in the next Olympics. You know, sometimes they do put in a sport and it doesn't make the next Olympics. So let's see how that pans out. Hopefully it creates a lot of excitement. You know, I love recurve archery. I love the tradition behind it. But also for compound archers, you know, it gives them something to work towards.
Karin to shoot first.
Made a good shot there. I sat and I looked at her form. She actually followed through perfectly, waited for that clicker, aimed well. So yeah, good shot. Oh, what a shot. 10.
Another 10 from Ariane.
Ariane is shooting well. To 1500 meters above sea level, very thin air, and people don't realize it, but slight movement in air here makes an arrow deviate more than coastal shooting. So any wind changes here, although it seems very subtle for visitors, they sometimes don't understand how their grouping shift, but the wind does play a big factor here in the Highveld. So we're all square in this match. We're hoping for a nice, exciting match. Both these ladies shooting well. You know, and as with all recurve archery, you can have two beautiful tens, and then you make the smallest of mistakes, and it can really punish you hard.
It's nice to have fighting matches on the finals day. So 2 points each, and it's the trailing archer to start always. So Ariane to shoot as she lost the points in the last set.
Seven. There's quite a decent headwind coming in now.
Now, I tend to find a headwind or a tailwind affects the flight of the arrow more.
It does affect it a lot more, especially if you get a strong headwind. You can easily go low because the resistance does increase, and it does push your arrow around left to right. You can see on the flags there.
7.
So a pair of sevens from Ariane.
You can see she's slightly low as well. 6.
So 1 point in it so far.
So this is still very much alive, this end.
Shows the importance of getting a very good, strong arrow in to start with.
It helps you. Well, if you ever want to put pressure on another archer, that's the way you do it. So excellent arrow by Ariane.
Karine needs a 9 to draw even, or a 10 to win this set. And she's dropped it low in the 7, so 2 points to Ariane.
Yeah, so Ariane goes up 4-2.
So just wait for the judge in front to finish
it seems that most of the arrows are going slightly low. I haven't seen a lot of the arrows go high.
Wait for confirmation in front.
Apologies to all for the break in transmission earlier. I believe we're back online. I'm getting SMS reports that our volume's a little bit low. If someone in the trailer can turn us up a bit. Thanks.
So yeah, it's shout out to Backsports for the live stream. Shout out to Backstream for the live stream. Backsports for the live stream. It's quite an operation to stream an event like this with plenty of cameras, both on the targets, on the archers, and around, you know, and live streaming, commentating. It's a bit of a Swiss watch to make everything work together.
There's a lot of different cameras at play, and coordination has been done really, really well. So, well done, guys.
You know, for many of these archers shooting in this final field, it's the first time you'll see a photographer, Neil, when you taking your shot and taking pictures of you, and you know, having the timer in your face and lots of people looking at you, and yeah, it's quite an intimidating environment. 9 there from Karine.
So with all that extra pressure, it's really good to see such a high level of archery coming through.
Love it. I love these ladies are shooting well. That blue number opens the door there for Karine. There's definitely more wind than there were this morning early.
So when you're on the line, Patrick, do you look at what your opponent's shot, or do you try and focus on your own game?
I do look at what the opponent shoot. Yeah, so sometimes if I know I just need a yellow, I'll make a more, let's call it a safer shot, because I tend to flinch sometimes if I over aim. So yeah, then I'll just send it and try and get it in the yellow. But you know, I like to know what, but that's not for everybody. Some people don't like it, but for me, I like to know what I have to do to win.
So 18 plays 14 here, and Karine puts a third 9 in, so 27. It's out of reach for Ariane. So we have a tied match again.
Good shooting, ladies. Well done. Good shot, Ariane. She's really good at shooting 10s. So if it comes to a shoot-off, with her ability to shoot tens, she can be very dangerous.
It looks like Karine took the set back to go take the scores to 4 each.
Yes, I think that's probably why Ariane's managed to come back from 5th place ranking and beat her way through to get to the final.
I agree. You know, if you want to win matches, you have to be able to shoot tens as well. In recurve archery, lots of people think just keeping it in the yellow, but if you get to international level, those people shoot a lot of tens. So tens are very important in this game.
As if the cameraman's reading our minds, that was Cookie Anwar on screen. She was first ranked in the ranking round, the 720, even above Karine. And Ariane, I think, managed to knock out Cookie in the semi-final.
And the judge on the line there, we have international judge Charmaine Ho. He's been to the Olympic Games, been to all kinds of international events, been with us as a judge for a very, very long time. And our director of shooting here is Alfredo. There's Nev, sorry, Alfredo, that I screwed that up a little bit, but thank you for your service here with all the judges. 8 there by Ariane.
Still a strong arrow.
Yeah, it's still 8 is still a good arrow. Also an 8. You see everything slightly low, slightly low. You know, there can be a shift in your anchor point, or maybe for this match, just set your sights a little bit. Six.
And see a little bit of extra tension there in her shot.
Yeah, a little bit of shakiness. Yeah, that's lots of pressure now. 3 points in it. Let's see if she can repeat that 10 to put a bit of pressure on Karine. Not this time. So it's now up for Karine. Just needs like a 5, but the wind has really picked up a bit. So let's see what she can do. Oh my. Can you believe it?
So we wait to see what
we are back at another 1 arrow shoot off.
Could we have scripted it any better, Patrick?
Sorry, Karine, that you didn't win this one, but you made for a bit of drama there. Yeah, so good luck with the 1 arrow. The door was wide open there.
The pressure of that shot, knowing that you can win it with that last shot, is often a little bit of a push over the edge for archers.
Yeah, it does. You know, archery is not done at 70 meters. It's done in a 2 square meter box where you stand, and you must just repeat the process. It's absolutely the art of repetition. It's difficult to do it under pressure when your muscles are tense and your mind is tense. Yeah. All square.
All square going into
for another shoot off. So we start the day with 2 1 arrows. On the screen there we have Beyers de Klerk and Janine van Kradenburg. Janine will be shooting for the gold medal, compound women gold medal later this afternoon.
May your arrow find the center of the target.
So Karine carefully picking her best arrow for the single arrow shoot off.
Yeah, just talk to that arrow, send it. So Ariane, you know, she shot more 10s than Karine, so you know, this is a level playing field. If she can repeat that 10 shooting ability, then see what happens. Wind is slightly stiller now. Slightly longer hold. Oh,
just
my.
making sure. It's an X.
An X. So I must tell you, there's room to improve, but not a lot. That might be the winning arrow. and Karin shot an 8. So yeah, Rian, congratulations. What a match.
But a
Thoroughly
smile there
deserves
from
it, and we saw her shooting a lot of things, and she absolutely repeated that.
Will be announced the winner of the 2026
great to see the
Sauna
competitors
National
hugging
Championships in
after the
Recurve Women
last shot there.
Division.
A big relief there,
Congratulations,
stress,
Western
you know,
Cape,
that
Marie.
pressure cooker is open now, so yeah, now she can
That's
relax.
confirmed.
Well done and
The winner of
congratulations.
this one, Ariane
Ariane Marie from the Western Cape winning the 76
Congratulations to
Camera's
South
showing
Africa
that
National Championship gold medal.
Camera's showing the wrong archer there. Is
Yeah, it's not that one. Yeah, well done. Congratulations. Western Cape always known for good recurve archers.
Can I ask the agents for the Recurve men team? Recurve men team agents, please go to the scoring tent to collect the score sheets. The Recurve men team agents.
So this morning we'll have
please go to
the
tent to
recurve
collect
session
the score
being
sheets.
shot until about close to lunchtime, and then this afternoon we'll see the compound archery conclude their gold medal matches. It's a full day of shooting here at Marks Park Archery Range. If anybody is in the vicinity and want to come and have a look, you're welcome.
We will just wait for the
We've got a
target
good
charge
crowd here
and
supporting
then
the people, so
I will
it's
call on
nice to
the
see the
next
shooting, and
match.
it's a
That
wonderful
will be
day
the
out here at
Recurve
Marks Park.
Under 21 men. I'm
so the
just
announcement
waiting
there for the
target
Recurve under
charge.
21 men is the next
then we will
event.
proceed with our next
We've got
match.
first ranked Nuruddin and then Bryce in second ranking. And we'll come back from a break just now and bring you the Recurve under 21 men.
Bags on the grass, balls in a row, arrows and quivers, ready to go. Quiet on the line, heartbeats rise. Every name on the jersey, with the target in their eyes. Rock the Santa National. Let's go. Raise your hearts, raise your voices high. To the locals and the travelers under this same bright sky. Good luck to the archers, every draw, every breath you give. Rock the Santa Nationals, this is the day you live. Side by side, on the shooting line, different colors on your backs, same goal to find. Families in the stands, new friends in the crowd. Every cheer, every call, get louder now. Rock the Santa National. Come on, raise your hearts, raise your voices high. To the locals and the travelers under the
Number
same
one,
bright sky.
we have Nuruddin Brown from the Western Cape.
Welcome back to Recurve morning of the 76th South African National Championships. We're showing target 2 Bryce Hill. This is under 21 Recurve men,
Graham Bradley.
and Graham Bradley on target 1. Sorry, I may have got that wrong. It's Nuruddin on target 1. Graham Bradley is the umpire, the ref, coach, umpire, judge. Sorry, getting my sports mixed up now. I'd like to welcome to the commentary box Yashin, and he was shooting with us yesterday on the compound line. It's his first time in the commentary box. So target 1 to start us off, Nuruddin Brown.
solid shot, slightly high.
But an 8's a good start to the match. This first end is testing out your opponent. And Bryce giving us a 10 to start. Well done, Bryce. Seen so far, a 9, good line, nice grouping, slightly lower than his 8 from the previous shot. Bryce drops it into the 5, maybe just losing a bit of back tension there.
Excellent consistency in the grouping, slowly working his way down into the center.
Yeah, 2 9s puts it out of reach of Bryce, but he's going to use this arrow to get his confidence back. I think that arrow dropped low out of on the screen. I think 2 or so. The nerves coming through. 2 points there to Nuruddin, putting good pressure on Bryce.
The advantage of the set system that the recurvers use is he has plenty of time to come back strong and take the lead again.
Yes, it's only the first set. Like I said in the beginning, it's just, this is where you feel out your opponent and you see what they're capable of. Bryce's nerves may be getting the better of him. But he is capable of putting them in the center there as well.
So if you're wondering why there's no music today, it's not allowed to play any copyrighted music, and I've listened to the playlist for royalty-free music and it's horrible, so I rather enjoy the silence and to play the royalty-free music for you today.
So Nuruddin going 2 points up in the match, which means Bryce will be starting us off with the first arrow of the second end. And he'll be trying to calm his nerves a bit as he steps on the line.
This is the point you really want to just let go of everything that's come before and treat every arrow as your first shot.
Focus on setting up. It's a good setup, nice and still. A little bit of a tremor under the tension. Dropping quite low there. Nuruddin also dropping low. A 6 there called by the spotter. Thanks, Altus.
9.
Solid
Bryce,
comeback arrow.
Bryce follows it up with a very, very good 9.
Solid and high. It was a very strong, clean shot.
So another 6 from Nuruddin makes it a 1 point match. Bryce has just got a group with his second arrow if he can. That's an 8, which is still solid. That means Nuruddin's got to get a 7 or better to get any points in this end. 7, he'll share points. And he does. So it's now going to be 3-1 in set points to Nuruddin. Bryce coming back and sharing points in that set.
And when you are ahead in set points, tying up your sets is a perfect way to keep pressure on the opponent, because they now needing to actually win outright to catch up, whereas you are quite happy to just continue tying sets up until you win.
Correct. So Bryce has to come back and try and win the next set to put them back into an even game. You can see those arrows of Nuruddin's there grouped low, and Bryce had 1 low arrow and then 2 that were much better height. So those last 2 arrows of Bryce's must be a real confidence booster for him.
It's also worth noting that we're starting to feel a few gusts of wind down by the shooting line. However, that's not being reflected on the flags down at the targets, which is going to make judging your aim and compensation a bit tricky.
Correct, yeah. We can see the World Archery flags on the left-hand side of the field blowing halfway down the range, but at the targets it seems almost still.
Is still leading by 2 points.
So as they go into the third end, again it'll be Bryce shooting first on target number 2, and then Nuruddin on target number 1 after it. So from that first buzzer, they have 10 seconds to ready, then there'll be a second buzzer from which they'll have 20 seconds in which to shoot. So starting off, you can, you've got that 10 seconds to get ready. A 9-liner, eh?
Solid shot, especially considering it looked like he got caught in a gust of wind just as he came up to anchor.
And quite a quick shot, which puts pressure on Nuruddin. Long hold there. Dropped a little bit low, 5. Opening the door for Bryce. He puts in another very, very solid 9.
Taking full advantage, he wants to tie this up 3-all.
And quickly, so that Nuruddin's had less time to get ready. Counter down to 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Releasing on 6 with an 8. Bryce. 5. So Nuruddin needs a 10 to stay in this. Solid shooting by Bryce. And Nuruddin gets a 9. It was close, but not enough. So we have a tied match again. Let's see if we can go down to the third 1-arrow shoot-off of the morning out of 3 matches.
It's been fantastic seeing how close the level of shooting has been all morning. All the matches going all the way to single arrow shoot-offs.
True competition and really nerve-wracking. But it's, yeah. It's good to have all these guys shooting so well and so evenly. Nuruddin ranked first in the 720, and Bryce was second. Bryce had to beat out his countryman Matthew Gratwick in the semi-final to get to the final, and that was a close match as well. Also went right to the last end.
And it ultimately all comes down to a single match. A whole weekend worth of hundreds of arrows of shooting, all going to be decided on just a few arrows.
So it is a tight score going into the next match, next set.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's often months and months of practice, and the South African nationals could be the highest anyone goes, but there's a lot more internationals going on these days and opportunities for archers. And it's always good to expose yourself to the pressures of these head-to-head matches in sort of bigger environments and bigger competitions with more
especially with
pressure.
The added pressure of the cameras and the live stream going on. Solid start.
Good opening 10 there from Nuruddin.
Fast, confident shot. No hesitation.
It's very straight, but a little bit low from Bryce. Into the 7.
It was a 10-9-liner with the previous arrow.
Seven from Nuruddin.
7.
A tie from Bryce. So 2 points in it. 6.9 from Nuruddin.
Strong way to end off the round.
Puts it just out of reach for Bryce, so Bryce is going to have to try and... He shoots an X, and it's a good confidence builder, but unfortunately the match was already out of reach.
Though often the advantages of
points.
having that arrow where you know no matter what you shoot, you won't win the set, is it's almost a free arrow. You can really just use that opportunity to just recenter yourself and shoot a strong shot.
And yeah, practice and build your confidence for the next round. So 5 points to Nuruddin, 5 set points. Bryce is on 3. We go into a final end. If Bryce takes the points on this final end, then we'll go to 1 arrow shoot off.
On the other side, Nuruddin only needs to tie the set in order to win the match.
The scores will be after this set. So it's 5-3 to the archer on target number 1.
Bryce to start us off here. Let's get a 7.
It's a 6-7 liner.
Would have liked to put a bit more pressure on Nuruddin, and he gets a 10. So
Fantastic start to the set.
Eight.
8, creeping his way closer.
Good consistency in the shots, though.
Wind seems to have died down just a little bit. Second 10 from Nuruddin.
I can't see properly.
Absolutely fantastic shooting.
That's brilliant.
Number 8.
Another 8 from Bryce.
So all that's needed is a 3, which will tie off the set and give him the match.
And he does that with a 7. So Nuruddin takes the under 21 Recurve men gold.
But we will wait for confirmation from
Smile on
the
his
judge
face
in
there.
front.
Congratulations from Bryce. It's good to see them both smiling.
And can I ask the archers just to stay on the line for a photo before you leave the field of play?
So
Stay on
just
the line
noting
for a
the
photo, please.
the under 21s there. Nuruddin showed quite a lot of dominance in the ranking round, and
Okay,
then
there we have it. The
fought his
judge
way through
confirmed the
quite
target. Number 1,
dominantly in
Nuruddin
the
won. Congratulations.
well, they only had to do a semi-final.
Sono national champ for 2026.
5 entrants meant
Congratulations, Nuruddin.
just a semi-final, and
to
then
Bryce from
through
Zimbabwe
into
with
the
silver medal.
finals for Nuruddin and
Congratulations.
Bryce. It was only the lower ranks that had to fight their way to stay up. But both these two archers a little bit away ahead of the rest of the pack. We're going to have another break now, and then come back for the team matches. We've got Recurve men's team, and then after that the mixed team Recurve, both at 70 meters.
Rock the sand on national. Come on, raise your hearts, raise your voices high to the locals and the travelers under this same bright sky. Good luck to the archers, every shot, every arrow you give. Rock the sand on nationals. This is the day you live. the ranges in the dust and heat. Thank you for the early dawns for staying through the night. You carried all the quiet work so arrows could take flight. And to the spawns for standing strong, believing in the aim. You help these dreams take wing today and lit the golden flame. Your support lifts every archer, every future still to grow. Because of you, these arrows have a place to fly and go. Rock the sun on nationals. Raise your hearts, raise your voices high. To the visitors and competitors under this same bright sky. Good up to the archers, every draw, every dream you prove. Rock the sun on nationals. This is your moment. This is your move. Bags on the grass, balls in a row, arrows and quivers, ready to go. Quiet on the line, heartbeats arise. Every name on the jersey, with the target in their eyes. Rock the Santa National. Let's go. Raise your hearts, raise your voices high. To the locals and the travelers under this same bright sky. Good luck to the archers, every draw, every breath you give. Rock the Santa Nationals. This is the day you live. Side by side, on the shooting line, different colors on your backs, same goal to find. Families in the stands, new friends in the crowd. Every cheer, every call, get louder now. Rock the Santa National. Come on, raise your hearts, raise your voices high. To the locals and the travelers under this same bright sky. Good luck to the archers, every shot, every arrow you give. Rock the Santa Nationals. This is the day you live. Here's to the helpers, orange vest, tired feet. You mark the ranges in the dust and heat. Thank you for the early dawns for staying through the night. You carried all the quiet work so arrows could take flight. And to the spawns for standing strong, believing in the aim.
The team of Western
Help these
Cape,
dreams take
Warner
wing today
Christopher.
and lit the golden flame.
Welcome back to the 76th South African National Archery Championships. We are joining you for the Recurve men's team match, gold medal match. Gauteng versus Western Cape. Western Cape on the left of our screen and then Gauteng on our right.
For the team match will be Shemaine Howe.
So members from Western Cape being Werner Potgieter, Hugo Rousseau and Darvel. Lost his surname there. Then Gauteng archers Liam, Connor and Maguire. I hope I haven't butchered that name too much. So Western Cape archer Hugo quickly putting an arrow back on the string. He's just been on this final stage to shoot for the men's gold medal and puts in a solid 8.
Good start to the match.
Now in this team match they've got 20 seconds per archer per arrow, so the timer will have started on 120 seconds and okay, so 4-shot there by Darvel. Werner drawing back to finish the first 3 arrows for Western Cape.
Solid 9.
Good solid 9 and stopping their clock on 68 seconds. Starting off the other team's clock. Connor looking to lead from the front with his team.
Fantastic 10.
It's a great start. Good solid 8 to follow up with. Timer going down 77.76, so they need to finish these 3 arrows quickly.
6.
It looks like a 6. Doesn't look like it's quite caught the 7 line, but it's close there.
Still a comfortable 3-point lead, which is really putting the pressure on Western Cape for these next 3 arrows.
Hugo shoots a 9. It's a good arrow. Timer going down though, 43 seconds. Darvel following up with a 6. It's right on the 5-6 line. Werner is 21 seconds in the bank. He's got time to take his setup seriously. But he pushes it into the 5.
Looks like a 5.
It's worth noting that the finals field is on the opposite end to the practice, so there could always be slight variances to the sight settings that they all found in practice right before the matches.
That's correct. There's much less wind across this side with the trees nearby. Connor's shot a solid 9 to follow up, so he's got 19 points in the first end of this team match. And a 10 to follow up from teammate.
With the set already guaranteed as a win, he can really take his time and just put in a strong, relaxed shot.
8.
8 with 9 seconds left on the clock.
And it looks like it is Gauteng that's
Fantastic start from Gauteng.
It's a really, really great start.
Can I ask the archers agents for the Recurve mixed team?
One of the things that makes a team match interesting is that there's a 1 meter line behind the shooting line, and archers have to step from behind that line onto the line at the beginning of the match. The first archer steps forward, and he has to retreat back behind the 1 meter line before his teammate can step forward to shoot. So it adds a little bit to the time pressure that they've got to stay behind a 1 meter line until the previous archer has stepped back and is behind that line.
And it's also worth noting that even if your foot is in the air but above the line, it is still going to be counted as being across the line. So you have to be very conscious that your teammate in front of you has completely crossed the line before you even begin stepping over.
Yeah, and judges would call a yellow card and force an archer to step back again if they cross the line too early, or if there's an arrow out of the quiver the wrong side of the shooting line. It gets interesting because it also cuts into time. Sorry.
And with time being already such a tight commodity in team matches, the added time penalty that's inflicted by a yellow card really ramps the pressure up for that team.
That Gauteng took the first set, so the scores are 2-0.
Gauteng 2-0 up on Western Cape, going into the second set.
And it's worth noting, as we just saw, the first buzzer that goes off is an indication that the archer must stay behind the 1 meter line. They may only step forward once the second buzzer goes. And this is in a direct contrast to how individuals are shot, which often leads to a lot of focus and concentration needing to be given under pressure to not accidentally step forward too soon.
But a nice solid 9, even.
9.
That focus on obeying the rules also distracts a little bit from your focus on the shot sometimes, and can lead to a bit of breakdown.
Also worth noting, in the team environment, you really do not have time to let down and reset. So once you come up to full draw, you kind of are forced to go with whatever form you have at the moment. Solid 9.
Solid 9 from Werner there. 8-9 line. So 24 points on the board for Western Cape. An average error of 8 for those first 3. It'll take strong shooting to disturb them too much. Seemed like a very long hold there from Connor, but he puts it in the 9. Nice shot. The Gauteng clock already on 76 seconds.
9.
Confident, fast shot, putting it cleanly into the 9.
But yeah, 9s, when the time is running low, still puts pressure on your opponents, which is good. A 7 there, putting them 1 point ahead of Western Cape, but they've run their clock down to 56 seconds. Western Cape to respond. Good 8 from Hugo.
8.
Another nice 8 there, Darvel.
With
shooting well, sorry.
With 22 seconds left on the clock, got plenty of time to take your time for this nice, solid last shot.
Already on 40 points, which was their total from the last end.
8.
48 puts it a very, very solid set down. Gauteng's timer already running under 50, 46 seconds, 45. They're going to need to shoot quickly to get all 3 arrows in. Long 9. It looked close to the 10 line there, but it's going to be a judge's call.
Either way, still a fantastic shot that keeps the pressure going.
But down to 22 seconds, 21 seconds to get 2 arrows off. Need to shoot quickly. There's a 10. So it's only 5 required in 11 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Gets the arrow away, and it's
8.
an 8.
And it seems that the team from Gauteng won the set again.
And it's worth noting, in team matches like this, you often want to arrange your shooting order so that the archer who either shoots fastest or who can comfortably shoot under very narrow time constraints is your final archer, for exactly situations like this, where they can cleanly get off a shot in very low time constraints.
Yes, yeah, if you've got a final archer who's comfortable under pressure and can release a quick arrow and get it in the gold or in the red ring, rankings at the end, an extra arrow on the target often makes a difference, and definitely there for Gauteng.
The next set, it will be a win for Gauteng, but should the Western Cape win the set, there will be another set be shot.
So after 2 sets, Gauteng 4 points, 4 set points to Western Cape 0, which is a little bit of a surprise, seeing that Hugo and Werner, I think, were higher ranked than most of the Gauteng archers in the individuals, but that's just the dynamics of a team match, and the coordination and teamwork and timing on the line often makes a very, very big difference to the archers.
You'll often find that teams who can really feed off each other's energy and build off each other's strengths will often end up shooting better as a unit than individual archers who have ranked higher. So in these sort of scenarios, it's really about team synergy rather than individuals.
Exactly. And keeping each other motivated and calm on the line, but also reminded of process and technique, just makes a massive difference to the archer and the way they shoot. Hugo to start off for Western Cape again. Another solid 8.
There's also a very fast shot, which leaves plenty of time for his teammates to take the time and relax.
Western Cape getting quite a few nice 8s, although that one drifts into the 6.
I think this one was an 8, a 6.
So
8 and a 6.
Werner needing to follow up with a strong arrow. Just not finding the 10, that seems Western Cape today. Until now.
Fantastic X.
Follows up with an X. Well done, Werner. Again, an 8 average score per arrow from those first 3. Eight just dropping out of the 9 from Connor.
It's been worth noting that Gauteng has been shooting incredibly consistently throughout this entire match.
That is true. Another gold, another 9 from Magarai. Liam seeming a little bit relaxed on that shot. A high 6, maybe 7 line. 7 called by the spotter here, so we'll wait for the judge's call on that.
And this has left the door open slightly for Western Cape to come back and take this set. They just need 3 solid arrows.
Yeah, they're 1 point up at that stage.
6.
6 from Hugo, though. Putting the pressure on his teammates. Darvel to follow up. He's got that into the 7, so at least a red. But still pressure on Werner to finish the set well.
A solid arrow in the gold here will give a solid mark for Gauteng to need to beat.
That's a 9. The gripping between his first and second arrow is very, very good. 2 goals from Werner for that end.
Fantastic
putting them on
consistency.
46. So 27 needed. No.
So 24 needed.
24 needed over 3 arrows. That's 7. Leaving 17 required off the last 2 arrows to seal the match for Gauteng. 5 puts it out of reach for Gauteng in this end. The points are going to go to Western Cape.
Which will be taking us to 4-2.
Stretching this match out a bit.
8.
An 8 solid shot, but they were already out of reach.
Good comeback by the Western Cape.
Western Cape brings themselves back into the match. 2 points on the board. It was a solid set from them, and we'll continue with the team match for at least one more set.
It's also important to note the psychological impact winning a set has on a team. It starts building the momentum and the confidence to start trying to really push forward and tie this match up to 4.
Very good point. The excitement visible on Hugo's face there, the relief, I guess, they've stayed in the match. Werner trying to focus.
To see if there's going to be another set.
Two very solid arrows from Werner there, holding the Western Cape in this competition.
Yes, he's acting as a very solid anchor for the final arrow of each round for Western Cape.
Werner actually shot a Olympic qualifying score in 2023 at the African Championships in Nabil, Tunisia. That was my first international competition. It was great to be able to be there in the hotel and learn from and socialize with the South African team, who by that stage were already veterans. So Charmaine, the judge on the line,
So the team of Western Cape
announcing
won the set.
the shooting
So
order to
we
the
will go
archers.
into the next set. If I
So
win
it'll
that
be
set again, it will be
Gauteng
one
shooting
shooter.
first
If
on-
I have a tie on the
Sorry.
scores, it will be the team of Gauteng winning.
Sorry, Western Cape shooting first again. They're trailing in points. Hugo steps over the line purposefully, plants his feet, and addresses his bow. Very, very practiced in setting up. Good solid hold.
Fantastic shot to start.
Excellent release, good 9.
It was a solid, confident draw. No hesitation whatsoever.
Dwarfel settling in behind his bow. See a little bit of a shake.
7.
Still keeps it in the red.
Still a solid shot. Good start from Western Cape. An 8 average arrow. If they can bump this up above the 8 average arrow, it'll help them put pressure on their opponents.
Eight.
An 8 from Werner. It might be a line call there, but with the shadows, difficult to see from back here.
Still a very solid 3-arrow start for the Western Cape, really putting the pressure on Gauteng for the next 3 arrows.
Explosive shot from Connor. 8 called. Nine. So puts it within reach.
All Gauteng needs to do is keep up the 8s and the 9s, and they'll build a solid lead over Western Cape in this set.
10x.
Helped by an X.
Fantastic way to end off this 3-arrow round.
But
answered by another solid X.
good response from Hugo there. That's good for team morale. Tafel to follow up. Nine line called.
Nine-liner.
So that might go for a measure later. But it eases the pressure a little bit on Werner. If he can get it in the gold, they'll have a very solid end for...
7.
It's drifted into the 7 on the right-hand side. There's an error on the scoreboard showing 34 points for Gauteng already. I'm assuming that's 24, which should actually be 25, I think.
10.
10-9 liner, slightly high, but overall an absolutely fantastic grouping for Gauteng.
Yeah. So that should put Gauteng on 35 points.
8.
So this for the win. 7, 6.
8.
A good strong shot. That'll...
So I don't know what the titles of the arrows are at this stage. I will wait for the judge in front to do the scoring to see whether this will go to a 1 arrow shoot-off or that there will be a winner for this match.
Looks to me like Gauteng have won this, but we wait for the judge's call down at the targets. There's an error on the scoreboard, but it does look to me like Gauteng have won.
Gauteng really coming through with very consistent performance throughout the entire match, slowly building leads and maintaining them, really keeping the pressure on their opponents throughout the entire match.
We're looking for
So
judge's
we have
announcement.
a winner for this Recurve men team.
Gauteng pronounced
The
the
2026
winner of the
China
Recurve
National
team's
Club
men's
Recurve
team
men
event.
Gauteng. Congratulations with your gold medal, Gauteng team, and then the team of
I'll step
the
forward for a
Western
photograph
Cape
and
with silver
Gauteng
medal.
will
Good shooting
probably
to both of
raise their
these
bows
teams.
or... Well done, everyone. It's great to be able to
The
get
next match will be the Recurve men's
3 high-quality archers from one province to compete in a team event. So there were only 3 teams in the competition because
and then we will call on the next
of limited numbers, but we are going to have a short break now and then come back for the Recurve mixed team match before we change target distances, bring them closer for
the Recurve under 18 women.
the next group, which will be under 18 women's Recurve.
Again to 50 meters for the Barebow matches that will start.
Rock the solo nationals. Raise your hearts, raise your voices high to the visitors and competitors under this same. Bags on the grass, balls in a row, arrows and quivers, vest, tired feet. You mark the ranges in the dust and heat. Thank you for the early dawn, for staying through the night. You carried all the quiet work so arrows could take flight. Into the spawns, for standing strong, believing in the aim. You help these dreams take wing today and lit the golden flame. Your support lifts every archer, every future still to grow. Because of you, these arrows have a place to fly and go. Rock the sun on nationals. Raise your hearts, raise your voices high. To the visitors and competitors under this same bright sky. Good up to the archers, every draw, every dream you prove. Rock the sun on nationals. This is your moment. This is your bags on the grass, balls in a row, arrows and quivers, ready to go. Quiet on the line, heartbeats arise. Every name on the jersey, with the target in their eyes. Rock the Santa National. Let's go! Raise your hearts, raise your voices high. To the locals and the travelers under this same bright sky. Good luck to the archers, every draw, every breath you give. Rock the Santa Nationals. This is the day you live. Side by side, on the shooting line, different colors on your backs, same goal to find. Families in the stands, new friends in the crowd. Every cheer, every call, get louder now. Rock the Santa National. Come on, raise your hearts, raise your voices high. To the locals and the travelers under this same bright sky. Good luck to the archers, every shot, every arrow you give. Rock the Santa Nationals. This is the day you live. Here's to the helpers, orange vest, tired feet. You mark the ranges in the dust and heat. Thank you for the early dawn, for staying through the night. You carried all the quiet work so arrows could take flight. Into the spawns, for standing strong, believing in the aim. You help these dreams take wing today and lit the golden flame. Your support lifts every archer, every future still to grow. Because of you, these arrows have a place to fly and go. Rock the sun on nationals. Raise your hearts, raise your voices high. To the visitors and competitors under this same bright sky. Good up to the archers, every draw, every dream you prove.
Okay, we welcome you all back to the Recurve mixed team. Gauteng team, Connor Young to start off. Another long hold.
Right
Worth
in
it
the
for a
10.
10. Karine shooting left again. Does the right-left combination make a difference in a team, Patrick?
The only difficulty is if you have to switch around. But clearly with those two arrows it makes nothing. But if you have to vacate the line, sometimes you get in each other's way. So you just have to work a little bit on that. But two brilliant arrows by Connor and Karine.
They've obviously shot together for a while.
Seems that way.
1.
Oh, that one is not going to help in this set. See if
Yes,
Ethan can continue.
Eastern Cape under pressure here.
5.
Ethan
Yeah,
shoots a
that's
5.
That's a big deficit. Unless I cannot really see them coming back from there.
It's already a long way down, unless Gauteng makes some big mistakes, but it doesn't look like they're going to.
Not with that.
No, that grouping is absolutely incredible.
Yeah, so even if Karine doesn't shoot this arrow, the set belongs to Gauteng.
Yeah. So each archer shooting two arrows and then
Yeah, good grouping.
swapping to the other.
9, 8 on the target 1.
So a 37 from 4 arrows is incredibly strong.
Yeah, it's very, very strong. Ooh, she's walked it down, but still very high.
Seems like she might be in a rush to get off the
Yeah.
line.
A little bit too much. So sometimes you think you have to get off quickly, but just own the space for a second before you vacate the line. There isn't a lot of time, it's true. A strong 9 there by Ethan.
Nice,
8, 9, 9.
nice arrow from
It
Ethan.
seems that it is the team from Gauteng that takes this first set. But again, we will wait for the judge in front. to
Gauteng will be 2 points up at the start of this match.
Yeah, so Jesse, let me take the opportunity to thank the sponsors for this event. There's been many people that contributed towards this, but Arrow Track is one of the sponsors. Odyssey Archery is a sponsor. Arrowsmith is a sponsor. Home of Archery is a sponsor. EDIT is a sponsor. Yeah, and then Magnum Archery is a sponsor. Sizigi is a sponsor. EC Butts is one of the big sponsors, and then Vanfield Maritz Motors is our main sponsor for this event, and we really want to thank them a lot. Without their support, it wouldn't be possible for SANA to put up an event of this magnitude. It's quite costly to put up an event like this. So thank you so much to the sponsors, and if anybody wants to be involved in the SANA Nationals, we get quite a bit of views and streams and so on, so it's good marketing opportunity. Plus there's an opportunity for you to advertise in the SA Archer, so please get in touch with SANA.
You can see from the video there showing the background some of the targets. I forget the exact number of butts that were up, but I think it was in excess of 50 butts on the field.
Yeah, 70 something, I think in all. There's close to 70 butts on the field. Yeah,
absolutely incredible expense, I'm sure.
Yeah, and we shot a lot on the EC butts that the team makes, and the team from Evan and his team. Was great shooting on them. Good butts, easy to draw and everything.
4.
Got a 4. Still very high, is it? That 4 was high, I believe. 8. Quite a long hold by Connor. But a very good shot in the 9. So when you start your timer starts, and you know, the longer one archer takes, the more it eats time from the other archer. And in recurve archery, they tend to shoot faster than compound, but it does put a bit of pressure on you. So on that release, there was 33 seconds left on the clock for the Gauteng team, so they will start their next 2 arrows with only 33 seconds to get both shots off.
Which can put them under a bit of pressure.
Indeed.
But we saw the Gauteng team
9.
pulling off some quick shots in the men's team competition the previous match, and doing very well with them.
So Ethan has got like 15 seconds, which is a long time in recurve archery.
And he's had to draw down and lift up again.
It's 9, 8, 7, 6. Releases right at 6.
7.
Shoots a 7.
So 28 plays 17.
Yeah. So Gauteng doesn't need a lot to win this set and go 4-0 up.
12 points in total will do it. So that's an 8.
There's 8 of them.
They just need a 4 or better to win this set points.
She shoots a solid 10.
A solid 10 under time pressure. That was very impressive archery.
Yeah, very good.
Seems to be using less time to shoot it then. So it looks
So
like it's the team of
Ethan,
Gauteng
Connor
that
and
is
Karine
setting,
have
but
all been
once
on
again,
the
we will just
final
wait for
stage already this
confirmation
morning. It's just
from the
Nemu
judges.
from Eastern Cape that is fresh to the nerves.
Yeah. I think it helps to shoot a match or two, you know, and have more than one match on a day, because the more you're on the stage, the more you get accustomed to what's going on, all the moving parts around you.
You calm down and the nerves dissipate a little bit. The adrenaline spikes are not so high.
Still, the weather is still holding, slight breeze, but good sunshine day.
It's a beautiful, beautiful morning.
Yeah, yeah. And I think we had that on Friday, Saturday, and today. The competition started officially on Friday with registration in the morning, and everybody shot their ranking round in Friday afternoon, and then on Saturday most of the eliminations took place, and most of the all of the bronze medal matches took place, and yeah, today is just gold medal matches here on the final stage. So there's no other shooting today, just this the matches you see on the final stage.
A couple of clouds in the background, but it's very small, light, fluffy clouds. So it looks like it'll
Yeah,
hold
it's
and be a nice day.
unusual for us not to have rain, because usually at the South African National Championships there's always rain. It's nice to have some sunshine weather, because we shoot through the rain. It's just break for lightning. And I've just been asked not to jinx us with the rain, so yeah, hopefully it doesn't rain.
A 5 there from Nemo.
Was it 5?
Followed up by a very strong 9.
Eight.
8 there from Connor. Good strong arrows from him in this competition so
Yeah,
far.
he really did shoot well today. But apart from that one arrow that Karine shot in her final arrow in the regulation arrow, she was solid as well. That's probably a second worst arrow.
Dropping down to a 6 there.
So they're
So
all square.
All square at the halfway of the set. I think Nemo in a bit of a rush there. dropping that one low. A 3-line called, yeah. It's a good arrow under pressure there. 8, maybe 9-line. We'll wait for the judge's call on that.
So just because the viewers can't see, 26 seconds left on the clock for Gauteng to complete their 2 arrows. It's a good 10, and now there's 14 seconds. So
14 seconds remaining. Karine only needs a 3, well, 2 or better, sorry.
Yeah, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
So 8 will
8. That will do the job.
finish the match.
Finish strongly for Gauteng. Gold medal.
So we'll probably be a little bit ahead of schedule now with a short match as opposed to going to a 1-arrow shoot-off like the first 2.
Indeed, yes, indeed.
Of the Recurve mixed team for the 2026 Sono Nationals.
Big congratulations to the Gauteng team there.
Yeah, they really did shoot well today. Solid win. Nice to have the medal in the bag.
That first end was quite incredible, I think. It was 18 and 19 points respectively for the 2 archers.
And there we have it,
Yes.
confirmation from the
Really
judge.
world class.
Yes, indeed.
Congratulations to the team from Gauteng, Karine Whitehead and Connor Young, the 2026 Sono National Recurve Mixed Team Champions. Also congratulations to the Eastern Cape, Nemio Krause and Ethan de Jager on your silver medal.
So we'll go over now to some more individual matches. So I believe
So the next match will
We're going to have a bit of a break while they reshuffle the targets. They're bringing them 4 to 60 meters for under 18 women recurve before moving them again closer to 50 meters for Barebow.
yes.
The targets are moving forward.
So this
and then the target change
was
that
our
was
last matches at 70 meters.
We will give a few
So we'll have
minutes
matches
for
at
everything
60
to be
and then
set,
50, and then
we
we'll
will
change the
continue
target
with
faces for this afternoon to go to the
under
smaller
18
target faces for
the
compound archery. We're going to take a short break.
Good luck to the archers, every shot, every arrow you give. Rock the Santa Nationals, this is the day you live. Here's to the helpers, orange vest, tired feet. You mark the ranges in the dust and heat. Thank you for the early dawns of staying through the night. You carried all the quiet work so arrows could take flight. And to the sponsors standing strong, believing in the aim. You help these dreams take wing today and lit the golden flame. Your support lifts every archer, every future still to grow. Because of you, these arrows have a place to fly and go. Rock the Sono Nationals. Raise your hearts, raise your voices high to the visitors and companions. you for the early dawns for staying through the night. You carried all the quiet work so arrows could take flight into the spawns, standing strong, believing in the aim. You help these dreams take wing today and lit the golden flame. Your support lifts every archer, every future still to grow. Because of you, these arrows have a place to fly and go. Rock the sun on nationals. Raise your hearts, raise your voices high to the visitors and competitors under this same bright sky. Good up to the archers, every draw, every dream you prove. Rock the sun on nationals. This is your moment. This is your move. Bags on the grass, balls in a row, arrows and quivers, ready to go. Quiet on the line, heartbeats arise. Every name on the jersey with the target in their eyes. Rock the Santa National. Let's go. Raise your hearts, raise your voices high to the locals and the travelers under this same bright sky. Good luck to the archers, every draw, every breath you give. Rock the Santa Nationals. This is the day you live. Side by side on the shooting line, different colors on your backs, same goal to find. Families in the stands, new friends in the crowd. Every cheer, every call, getting louder now. Rock the Santa National. Come on, raise your hearts, raise your voices high to the locals and the travelers under this same bright sky. Good luck to the archers, every shot, every arrow you give. Rock the Santa Nationals. This is the day you live. Here's to the helpers, orange vest, tired feet. You mark the ranges in the dust and heat. Thank you for the early dawns for staying through the night. You carried all the quiet work so arrows could take flight into the spawns, standing strong, believing in the aim. You help these dreams take wing today and lit the golden flame. Your support lifts every archer, every future still to grow. Because of you, these arrows have a place to fly and go. Rock the sun on nationals. Raise your hearts, raise your voices high to the visitors and competitors under this same bright sky. Good up to the archers, every draw, every dream you prove. Rock the sun on nationals. This is your moment. This is your move. Bags on the grass, balls in a row, arrows and quivers, ready to go. Quiet on the line, heartbeats arise. Every name on the jersey with the top dust and heat. Thank you for the early dawns for staying through the night. You carried all the quiet work so arrows could take flight. Into the spawn for standing strong, believing in the aim. You help these dreams take wing today and lit the golden flame. Your support lifts every archer, every future still to grow. Because of you, these arrows have a place to fly and go. Rock the sun on nationals. Raise your hearts, raise your voices high. To the visitors and competitors under this same bright sky. Good up to the archers, every draw, every dream you prove. Rock the sun on nationals. This is your moment. This is your move. Bags on the grass, balls in a row, arrows and quivers, ready to go. Quiet on the line, heartbeats rise. Every name on the jersey, with the target in their eyes. Rock the Santa National. Let's go. Raise your hearts, raise your voices high. To the locals and the travelers under this same bright sky. Good luck to the archers, every draw, every breath you give. Rock the Santa Nationals. This is the day you live. Side by side, on the shooting line, different colors on your backs, same goal to find. Families in the stands, new friends in the crowd. Every cheer, every call, getting louder now. Rock the Santa National. Come on, raise your hearts, raise your voices high. To the locals and the travelers under this same bright sky. Good luck to the archers, every shot, every arrow you give. Rock the Santa Nationals. This is the day you live. Here's to the helpers, orange vest, tired feet. You mark the ranges in the dust and heat. Thank you for the early dawns for staying through the night. You carried all the quiet work so arrows could take flight. Into the spawns for standing strong, believing in the aim. You help these dreams take wing today and lit the golden flame. Your support lifts every archer, every future still to grow. Because of you, these arrows have a place to fly and go. Rock the sun on nationals. Raise your hearts, raise your voices high. To the visitors and competitors under this same bright sky. Good up to the archers, every draw, every dream you prove. Rock the sun on nationals. This is your moment. This is your move. side on the shooting line, different colors on your backs, same goal to find. Families in the stands, new friends in the crowd, every cheer, every call, getting louder now. Rock the San on National. Come on, raise your hearts, raise your voices high to the locals and the travelers under this same bright sky. Good luck to the archers, every shot, every arrow you give. Rock the San on Nationals. This is the day you live. Here's to the helpers, orange vest, tired feet. You mark the ranges in the dust and heat. Thank you for the early dawns of staying through the night. You carried all the quiet work so arrows could take flight. And to the sponsors standing strong, believing in the aim. You help these dreams take wing today and lit the golden flame. Your support lifts every archer, every future still to grow. Because of you, these arrows have a place to fly and go. Rock the sun on Nationals. Raise your hearts, raise your voices high to the visitors and competitors under this same bright sky. Good up to the archers, every draw, every dream you prove. Rock the sun on Nationals. This is your moment. This is your move. Bags on the grass, balls in a row, arrows and quivers, ready to go. Quiet on the line, heartbeats arise. Every name on the jersey with the target in their eyes. Rock the Santa National. Let's go. Raise your hearts, raise your voices high to the locals and the travelers under this same bright sky. Good luck to the archers, every draw, every breath you give. Rock the Santa Nationals. This is the day you live. Side by side on the shooting line, different colors on your backs, same goal to find. Families in the stands, new friends in the crowd, every cheer, every call, getting louder now. Rock the San on National. Come on, raise your hearts, raise your voices high to the locals and the travelers under this same bright sky. Good luck to the archers, every shot, every arrow you give. Rock the San on Nationals. This is the day you live. Here's to the helpers, orange vest, tired feet. You mark the ranges in the dust and fireworks so arrows could take flight. And to the sponsors standing strong, believing in the aim. You help these dreams take wing today and lit the golden flame.
Connection.
Your support lifts every archer, every future still to grow.
So on target number 1, we had from the Western Cape, Laila Foyun.
Welcome back to
And
76th
on target
National
number 2, also
South
from the
African
Western
National
Cape,
Archery Championships.
Ming En Zhao.
We are
And
coming
for
back
judge
to
for
bring
this
you
match
the
will be
Recurve under
Shamai
18 women's gold medal match. On our target number
And
1,
the
we've got
archer
Leila
on
Foyun,
target
and then
number
target number 2,
2 will be shooting
Ning En
first.
Zhao. Another interesting match up this morning. Ning Inja was ranked 6th out of the 6 archers and managed to fight her way through all the eliminations to get to the gold medal match.
Yeah, it's like been a bit of a theme. Lower ranked archers giving it all. And you know what I think is also the split between the ranking day and the elimination day. You get people finding form or losing form sometimes.
And add that to the fact that she's got nothing to lose.
7.
That's a good solid start. Very straight.
7. All square. It's interesting to see these arrows fly. You know, obviously these girls a lot lower poundage. You can see the flight so well.
6.
6 high, but very, very straight in line. But Layla with the 10, that's a very impressive shot.
Yeah, that's very helpful at this stage.
Seemed like Ningen getting a bit of fright from her clicker there.
9. So Layla Viljoen goes up to 0.
First set will go to the archer on target number 1.
Layla with a very impressive average of 8.13 per arrow in her last elimination to get to the final.
Yeah, the thing with these ladies are, you know, they're younger. 60 meters is a long, long way off. It's quite intimidating for a young archer like that to shoot at that distance, and I think they're managing it very, very well. I mean, look at those 2 arrows on screen now.
Yeah, some very, very impressive archery there. It's also, while the younger, they also would be shooting lower poundage limbs. It's a slower moving arrow.
And a shorter bow, the length, total length of the bow, shorter, so probably 64 inches or 66 inches. And then the men would go all the way to 72 inch bows.
How does the total bow length affect?
So the important thing with the bow length is to not get too acute of an angle with the string so it starts pinching your fingers. So you can still have a good release, but the longer bows tend to be a bit slower. So they should you should match your bow to your draw length to get that done. Probably these ladies, if I guess, would shoot around 30-something pounds at the moment. They manage it quite well. You can see the tension there. Some of it is nerves, but some is just pure pressure from the bow being pulled open.
9.
Very fast response from Layla there, putting lots of pressure on Ning Inja.
Yeah. You know, that fast response gives the opponent nearly no time to load. Puts pressure on.
7.
Layla obviously not new to the stage. She shot here before. She's been involved in medal matches before in previous years.
So far 3 points in this end.
8.
So we're talking 20, so she needs a 6.
Yeah. 5 would split points.
And she
And
puts
she
it in
shoots
the
in the
X.
10. Big smile there from Layla.
Yeah. To
Massive
4-0
relief.
up is a commanding lead, you know. It'd rather
Can I
be
ask the
in that
agents for the
position.
Barebow men to come and collect Barebow men. Please come and collect the score sheets from Reese at the tent, at the registration
Still
tent.
all smiles on both sides, I'm
Agents
sure.
for the
Yeah,
Barebow
yeah. I
men.
mean, reaching the final is
If you can please come and
a very
collect,
good achievement
the
in
score
itself.
sheets from Reese.
And it was a very, very hard fought group stages and eliminations to get to this point. We had Busisiwe and Lovu from Zimbabwe losing the semi-final and having to go to a bronze medal match. So just a shout out to my fellow countrymen.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just looking at the arrow bearers coming up and down here, bringing the archers' arrows back. These young boys and girls helping us out. They're going to do some mileage today, up and down, up and down.
Everyone very smartly dressed as well, and all in their uniforms.
Yeah, they're club and provincial and sponsorship colors.
It is the archer from target number 1, Laila Viljoen, that's ahead 4-0.
So once again, trailing archer Nguyen Zhao to start off the third set of the match. She'll need to put in some strong arrows here to put pressure on Layla.
I must say, Layla is looking smart with a bow matching up and to her shirt, and hitting Zhao as well, you know, like that pink and the pink shirt. The lady's nice to dress up nice. 6 for her. No, another 10 from
Another 10
Layla.
from Layla.
Very good shooting. She's got good form. You see, alignment is really good.
You see the holes in that target that Layla's already shot. It tells a story.
Yeah.
6,
She looks a bit more in control of the bow as well, you know, not shaking so much, a little bit more steady.
7.
So this is to take the match.
8.
8.
Layla very, very quick on that last shot.
Unofficially, it is the
Didn't have much
archer
pressure on
from
her at all.
Western Cape on target
Now,
number
Layla
1.
shot extremely well,
That will
and
be
congratulations to
the
her,
Recurve under
South
18
African
women
champion.
2026
Once again, well
Silver
done.
National
Well done, Layla.
champion. But once again, we will wait for confirmation from the judge in front, but unofficially,
But
the winner
just
of
a
the
comment about
2026
Nguyen, like we said,
Sauna
she
Nationals
ranked
Recurve
6th
under 18
in the
women
ranking
Layla
round and managed to
from
fight
the
her way
Western
through
Cape.
all of the eliminations to get up to the final. It was
Congratulations
very,
to
very
Layla
impressive.
and also
Yeah, to rank 6 and to end second, it means you really did your job during the elimination round.
It's a very, very well-deserved silver medal. It's not a loss. It's still a podium.
Yeah, well, indeed, it is. The wind is it's actually nice for these ladies. The wind is died down.
It's
but
in
warmer.
Zhao.
I saw the forecast saying it should get up to about 28 Celsius today, so a nice sunny, warm day.
That it is indeed Laila Viljoen who won this match, 6 points to 0.
So we finished the recurve matches now. We have a Barebow competition next at 50 meters. They're going to move targets now. We will be starting off with the Barebow men's competition, Lutz Wahlers versus Francois Diarre. And then we will go on to the Barebow women's gold medal match after that. But we're likely to have a short 5-minute break while they move targets and tidy everything up before the Barebow matches.
Yeah, thank you. We'll have a short break. They're moving the butts now up to 50 meters, same targets for the Barebow.
50 meters, but we will call the Barebow men as soon as the field is ready.
Here's to the helpers, orange vest, tired feet. You mark the ranges in the dust and heat. Thank you for the early dawns of staying through the night. You carried all the quiet work so arrows could take flight. Into the spawns of standing strong, believing in the aim. You help these dreams take wing today and lit the golden flame. Your support lifts every archer, every future still to grow. Because of you, these arrows have a place to fly and go. Rock the sun on nationals. Raise your hearts, raise your voices high. To the visitors and competitors under this same bright sky. Good up to the archers, every draw, every dream you prove. strangers in the dust and heat. Thank you for the early dawn, for staying through the night. You carried all the quiet work so arrows could take flight. Into the spawns for standing strong, believing in the aim. You help these dreams take wing today and lit the golden flame. Your support lifts every archer, every future still to grow. Because of you, these arrows have a place to fly and go. Rock the sun, all nationals. Raise your hearts, raise your voices high. To the visitors and competitors under this same bright sky. Good up to the archers, every draw, every dream you prove. Rock the sun, all nationals. This is your moment. This is your move.
On target number 1 from
Okay.
the Eastern Cape, we have Francois de Jager.
Good morning and welcome back to 76th
And
South
then on
African
target number
National
2
Archery
from
Championships.
Namibia,
We are
Lutz
joining
Waller.
for the Barebow men's gold
And
medal
the
competition.
judge for this match will be
On
Shamaine
our right hand
Rose.
side we have Lutz Waller from Namibia, and on our left Francois Diarra from Eastern Cape. So the Barebow men's competition shot at 50 meters on a 122 centimeter face, meaning that our ten ring is 12 centimeters in diameter. Bows are unassisted.
6,
6 there from Francois to start the match. Lutz taking his time.
10,
10 there from Lutz, a very, very strong start to the match. Once again, archers have 20 seconds to release their arrow. 6, 5,
7,
7 shot there from Francois, putting him on 13. Lutz for the set. Sorry, there'll be 3 arrows per set.
9,
9 there from Lutz, very, very strong. Looks like a 10 there from Francois. It'll be probably go for a measure. It looks like it's on the line, but good shot. Gust of wind coming up there,
7,
but Lutz managing a 7 on his last arrow, which should be enough to take the first set points from Francois. Barebow, by definition, have got no additional assistances at all. There's no sight, there's no stabilizers. They're allowed weights on the riser, but otherwise it's a set of limbs, a string and a riser, and it's up to the archer to make it happen. You can see the way they anchor is slightly different, and that's so they can use the tip of the arrow or the alignment of the arrow as the aiming device. And we mentioned earlier in the recurve competitions, we were talking about it. Patrick mentioned they anchor differently with 3 fingers under the arrow to hold, rather than an arrow between their index and their other 2 fingers on the string.
So it is the archer on target number 2, Lutz Waller from Namibia, who is in the lead 2 points to 0.
leading the match so far with 2 set points. So Charmaine there indicating that Francois will begin the second set. So once again, that first buzzer means they can step forward onto the line. Both archers can get ready and put an arrow on the string, but only once the second buzzer goes can they draw back. So that starts Francois' 20 seconds. Him aiming down the arrow there. Good strong release, and it's 10 points for him. Lutz after a long hold.
9.
It's a very strong arrow, 9 points. He won't be disappointed with the goal, but it means he's 1 point behind.
9.
Francois responds with a strong 9 as well. So this is a competition here, guys.
8.
Lutz dropping into the 8. This is the point where we'd say maybe adjust your sight if you're doing recurve, but he's just got to adjust his hold.
8.
8 from Francois. Very, very strong arrows, nice grouping. Not too windy at the moment, so that's probably not making much effect. But for Barebow at 50 meters,
7.
this is incredible grouping.
Francois from the Eastern Cape.
Francois
back with
getting
this one, and
points
won the
back
set,
on the
so they will
board,
be
2 points to
going
2.
into the third set.
27 average, very strong competitor. Lutz has got lots of international experience. Francois also has shot quite a bit. Lots of support for Francois there. Eastern Cape teammates all standing by. Namibia also out in force to support Lutz. Always good fun to have the different teams showing support for each other, for the archers. It's nice to have a reason to come and watch the finals and to get excited for them. So scores even. Francois starting us off. That's X. You cannot get any better of a shot than that. Let's put a bit of pressure on Lutz. Lutz drops it into the 7.
Yeah, so if you look at these bows, they must fit through a certain size ring. I can't remember the size, 8 or 12 centimeters, I think, or something like that. So you can't put long stabilizer sights or anything on these bows.
8.
So if you're dreaming Robin Hood, this is as close as it gets, basically, in target archery.
It's another 10 from.
I'm not going to lie to you, but that's very good
well
shooting.
out of the reach of Lutz.
Yeah, so 4-2.
See the two different styles of anchoring between Francois and Lutz.
And the 7.
Francois is anchoring closer to his eyes, closing his left eye and
So that was
aiming
very
only with
good
his
arrows
right.
from Francois.
Lutz, both eyes open, anchoring a little bit lower.
2 X's and a 9 with the
So
Barebow.
in Barebow archery, the lower you anchor, the further you can send the arrow, because you increase the
Angle of
distance.
departure.
Yeah, exactly. If you could get it closer to your eye, it's quite a bit easier to aim that way, though.
Yeah.
And you want to probably use the tip of the arrow to aim. 50 meters is a distance, so you have to get the distance where you hook onto the string very, very consistent. So yeah, it's a difficult discipline.
Now remind me, is there a limit to the draw weight of a Barebow?
Not as far as I'm aware. Even in recurve archery, there's no limit to the draw weight. Only in compound archery there's a 60-pound limit. But, you know, I don't know a lot of people that can shoot a bear and a recurve bow way beyond that. So usually they don't care about that. I remember Maru Nespoli, he shot like some stages 67 or 70-pound recurve bow. But he's insanely strong, that man, so it's not that easy to shoot those bows. So as far as I'm aware, there's not a limit to recurve and barebow archery in terms of draw weight, only compound.
But obviously, the heavier the bow, the stronger you have to be, the more endurance you'd have to have
100%.
keep drawing that back.
100%. And also, you know, if you think about it, if you're shooting 72 ranking arrows at a high poundage, it's going to get to you.
72 ranking arrows on Friday in the heat was tough on everyone.
Yeah.
Didn't matter what poundage we were shooting.
No, 100%. So it's not only the ranking, geez, but he's found that 10 in regulation now. It's excellent shooting that.
Yeah.
I think that the Jager family is working towards a double gold here.
It looks like it, yes. And you'll see fetching arrows later. You'll see Francois' wife, I believe, is this agent. So she's also here. I think she shot compound the other day.
Yeah, it's a good family sport.
Yeah. Lutz ending the end with a 10. So he's got something to smile about.
So Francois only needs something rather in the middle. That's 6. That will do it. That should do it.
We will wait for the judge for the scoring.
So I believe Francois will win this one. Francois de Jager, and he'll be our new Barebow champion. I might be speaking under correction, but I don't think he's won this before. I think it's his first time, so quite impressive.
Yeah, I could also be corrected, but I think he was shooting recurve until recently and has changed to barebow.
I think so, yeah. Yeah, there we have confirmation.
And we have confirmation from the judge, the archer on target number 1 from the Eastern Cape, Francois de Jager. Congratulations, the Barebow Men 2026 SANA National Champion Barebow Men, and congratulations to
So
Lutz
that
from Namibia on your silver medal.
is in line with the original ranking rounds. Francois had a higher 720 ranking score than Lutz. I think Lutz was ranked in 3rd after the ranking, managed to get all the way up to the finals there.
If I remember correctly, the archer we saw on the first match in the recurve division, remind me of the name again, he won it last year.
Ethan?
Ethan, yeah. No, not Ethan.
Hugo.
Hugo won it last year, yeah. So,
Hugo's gone to shoot recurve and
but a musical chairs.
Francois has changed to shoot barebow.
Correct.
We'll be coming back just now for the barebow women's gold medal match, but we'll have a short break before that.
Colors on your backs, same goal to find. Families in the stands, new friends in the crowd. Every cheer, every call, Get louder now. Rock the sand on national. Come on, raise your hearts, raise your voices high. To the locals and the travelers under this same bright sky. Good luck to the archers. Every shot, every arrow you give. Rock the sand on nationals. This is the day you live.
On target number 1 from Kenya, Gloria Kitali.
Okay, welcome back to our competition this morning. We're into the Barebow women's gold medal match, again shot at 50 meters. We've got Gloria Kitali on target number 1 from Kenya, and Karen Krish from
Gauteng.
Gauteng province. Yeah. Rather a limited field in the Barebow women's, not one of the more popular categories of this weekend, but both of them had to shoot in a semi-final to get through to the final.
Yeah, the men seem to take to Barebow more than the ladies. Wonderful shot. 9. It is a fast-growing sport, Barebow, because your equipment is minimalistic, so it's also not as expensive as Olympic recurve or compound.
9.
2 very good 9s there.
That's showing the standard of
That's good.
today's competition.
6. 7. So a bit of a lead there for Gloria.
It's 1 point in it though, it's still very close.
6.
Now the door is open. Depends on this arrow. It needs a 6 or better.
And gets a 6.
Yeah, 100%. So 2-0 for Gloria.
So it looks like target 1
Makes it worth coming all this way to get to the final.
Yes, 100%. You know, it's a long travel from Kenya, and they always support us well. So, strong contingent of Kenyan archers here. Kenyan archery always on the maps when you go to the African Championships. You know, I think this regional championships is a great opportunity for archers in and around South Africa to compete at a very high level and to get the exposure. Now, while we're waiting, I want to thank our sponsors again. You know, main sponsor, Varnfield Maritz and Easy Butts, Magnum Archery, and Arrow Track. Everybody that's been involved in today, you know, thank you so much for making this happen. We have a lot of people traveling from all over the country and lots of expenses to cover. So without the help of our sponsors, that won't be possible.
Yeah, and
it's great to have repeat sponsors. Varnfield Maritz sponsored last year as well, and we're very, very grateful for their continued support.
So 2-0 up.
Karen to begin the match when the buzzer goes.
You are allowed to add weight to a barebow. It's just it shouldn't protrude so much. So you can see these ladies and the men as well, they put lots of weights on the bow to stabilize it and to help it react correct when the shot is fired.
From a physics perspective, you see that weight below her hand just helps it be more stable. It's like having a ballast.
9.
Excellent arrows. So I've been super impressed with Gloria's shots, so lots of yellows.
Karen dropping a bit low there, probably scoring a 3 on that arrow.
Another yellow.
9.
Gloria keeping it in the gold. Kenya seem to have a very, very strong Recurve and Barebow group. I haven't seen any of them shooting compound.
No, I haven't either. So Kenya has always been traditionally strong in recurve archery, and now also with Barebow.
6.
So I think Gloria has put herself in a lead that's can't be surpassed. So we'll have a 4-0 set points for her now.
Set also seems to be won by the archer on target number 1. So if it is confirmed by the judge, she will go up 4
Very,
points
very dominant
to 0.
in that.
Yeah.
So the idea with the trailing archer leading off, is that something that you agree with, or would you prefer to see it another way?
No, I like it that way because it gives the leading archer a little bit more opportunity to compose, load, and do everything. You know, so it gives you slightly more time. I like a little bit more time on the line because, you know, one of the things that you can't really see, if you look down the line now, you can see the timers down there. You know, there's plenty of time pressure in these matches. You know, 20 seconds per arrow does seem a lot, but it goes quickly.
Archer on target 1 won the set
So
as
the
well, she's
so
up
the
4 against 0.
the leading archers sort of earned a bit of
Yeah,
a reprieve.
yeah, and a bit of extra time, a bit of an advantage. Sometimes it can, if you're one of the archers that takes into consideration what the other archer is shooting, it can put pressure on you. But for me, I prefer them shooting first so I can have slightly more time. And if I load now and I have more time and I make a quick shot, I force you again to reload quickly. So in the para archery division, there's more than 20 seconds because just to give the paras an opportunity to reload and do everything. It's a 6.
6 there. Karen has shot a very good group actually, but it's a little bit low and to the right.
Geez, another 10. That's such good shooting. That's really, really impressive. So the other thing with the Barebow is, you know, you don't have a clicker or something to indicate when you reach your full draw length and your full poundage. So, you know, to be consistent is not that easy. Well, now that, you know, that would give a little bit of hope to Karen. Yeah, good shot.
Shot in the 8. That's going to put some pressure on Gloria.
Yeah.
We see how she
19,
responds.
She actually needs a, she needs a 9 to win this. She has shot a lot of them. That's not going to be one of them. So we're 4-2.
So we're 4-2 up. We continue the match for a little bit longer. Well done to Corinne for getting back in the running of it. It takes a very experienced archer to get into that mental competition with someone who's already in the lead and is shooting second and is comfortable shooting second.
Yeah, I think some people like to be the hunter and some people like to be the hunted. Personally, I prefer to lead. Because, you know, if you look at 4-0, any mistakes from your side, if you're the 0 archer and the match is over, but it's by no means done, you know, by no means.
Yeah.
Every set is a new one bad arrow from the leading archer and you can still catch up. So at this stage, you know, 4-2 is very much still a match.
So the archer on target number 2 won this set, so she is.
We can see the
coming back.
Kenyan team
It's now 4-2.
all in
Going
attendance
into
watching
the
this.
next
final.
Anxiously.
Watching. They probably had been breathing easily until the end of that last end.
100%.
Karen with a very well-rehearsed setup. Strong shot. Catching the X line there.
Yeah, no, that's what the doctor ordered.
Putting a bit of pressure back on Gloria, who follows up with a 7. So
And 7 is not a bad shot at all.
it's not, but the match has changed, eh?
Yeah, no, you know, you get these momentum swings, and then it swings a little bit back again. So let's see what happens here.
5,
Still 3 points in Corin's favor at the moment.
6,
6 has left the door just open. A 9 to tie this set, or a 10 to win it. And I can't see if that's a 10 or a 9. It's right on the line.
so we'll wait for the judge to score.
Yeah,
but
that might
by the
be
looks of it from
the
back,
match, or it
is
might
the
be
archer on target number 1.
a draw at this stage.
Unofficially,
So
won this match, the
it'll go to 5-3 if it's shared points.
Yes.
And then we'll have one more end.
Yeah, one more in.
Sano 2026 national champion.
Again, some very impressive shooting. Some nice gold arrows there. We wait and see what the judges say.
So if you take into consideration, you know, both Recurve Archery and the Barebows, but especially, you know, Recurve Archery, you would see arrow speeds in somewhere in the region between 180 and 210 feet per second. When you go to compound archery, you'll probably see something in between 250 and 280 feet per second. So compound bows much more efficient and quite a bit faster. So better in the wind.
But yeah, we've just got results in from those points. Set points are shared, equal arrow points, and so it is now 5-3. Gloria in the lead still, but Karin's showed some intent, and we're in for a match still.
Yeah, no, this is absolutely alive. We've seen a couple of 1 arrows already, so it might happen again. What a good arrow, really good arrow.
Good solid arrow. 9 points there. Put a lot of pressure on Gloria, who slipped out into the 5 on the right hand side.
Yeah, what an arrow.
Karin with another 9.
Yeah, no, so this is absolutely alive at the moment.
7 there from Gloria. Karin's really just got to put a good shot in. If she gets above an 8, it's out of reach, basically.
Oh, no, it's a 6, 24, still out of reach.
Yeah,
So we're going to a 1 arrow shoot off.
it will be another 1 arrow shoot off.
Yes.
5,
Some excellent 1 arrows we're getting today.
Only at the South African Nationals.
100%. Good competition until the last day. Lots of drama. Everybody being nervous, trying to reach that gold medal, and you've seen some opportunities lost, some opportunities taken. You know, there's a lot of mental preparation and mental games in archery.
Highly likely, but this will go to the 1 arrow.
What goes through your head when you have to shoot a single arrow?
I pray and I shoot, but yeah, in that order. Yeah, just to make your best shot. You don't have all the control in the world, but to do a good execution of the shot, follow your process that you've done thousands of times. Don't try and over-aim it and just put it in the middle and make sure you release well and make a good shot, and then you hope for the best. If you shoot according to your ability. That's the best you can do. There's not a lot more you can do. As I said, archery is in that 2 by 2 meter square where you're standing. There you've got control. Once the arrow is released, I think one of the biggest issues people do tend to make is to try and over-aim and to be too precise and then make a bad release and not get the result.
Very well put. So it comes back to practice and resetting to your practice mindset.
100%. You always fall back to the level of your training. There's an old saying that says you must rise to the occasion, but usually you just fall back to the level of your training. You can do what you've done 1,000 times, because at that stage you must use as much muscle memory as possible. Oh my, that's going to be hard to beat. I'm not lying to you.
From 4-0 down in set points.
So yeah, there we go. Karen Kirsch from the Gauteng province taking the gold medal with an amazing one arrow that she shot there at 50 meters. You know, I don't think you could have done much better than that.
Not at all. That's even with a compound bow, it's difficult to get as precise as that.
100%. So yeah,
This is Barebow, no sight, no stabilizer. Well done, Karen.
yeah, that was probably the biggest comeback since Lazarus of the Bible, because she came back from the dead there with 4-0 down, and you know, fought her way back to a one arrow and made that amazing shot to win it. So you know, that is the mentality of a champion. So congratulations, Karen. What a great performance. Well done.
Well done. I think we up for a lunch break now. So we're going to have a slightly longer break, but we'll be joining you after lunch for the compound compound competitions, starting off with the para compound men. Again, shot at 50 meters with different target faces, different equipment, and different precision.
Yeah, I hope to see you back after the break for some more excitement. We'll be on the line myself, so I'll be signing off. Thank you, Jesse, for having me over, and yeah, good luck with the rest of the commentary.
Thanks very, very much for joining me, Patrick. It's been a fantastic morning.